I must protect the wild.
Alright, wow, that is a good first pick. I believe Ancient of Lore is my top draft pick, arena pick. It has been a really long time since I've played Druid, so I'm glad it won. I will go Argent Squire, which is non-sucky in Druid because it has the hero ability. Brew's fine. Ventrico, nice and big. These cards are all bad, but I'll choose Acolyte of Pain, which is the least bad and sometimes is good. Swipe. Gurubashi Berserker, no. Raging Morgan. Violet Teacher, that's alright. Spiteful for the stats. Azure Drake, one of the best neutral rares. Mad Bomber, excellent. Has some synergy with these two guys. And it's just all around good anyways. Druid of the Claw, a really good card. Innervate, not great in Arena, but better than the other choices. Nourish for the card draw, that's nice. Corehound versus Moonfire. Wow, what an epic matchup. I think Moonfire is fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it beats the Corehound. Another Mad Bomber, cool. Storm Pike, I have a lot of 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, not that many. It just looks, I mean, I will have a lot. The Nourish is not really a 5. There's some possibility of taking Novice Engineer instead, but I'm gonna go with the Commando. It usually isn't worth considering, but I do have a lot of 5s. Keeper, that's great. Biter Sunwalker. Sunwalker. It is the only 6, and it's really good. Frostal Warlord, another 5. Let's see, on the 2 front I have 4 cards so far. We've got the Argent Squire. The Moonfire is kind of a 2-drop if you think of it, and hero ability as a 2-drop. I don't like the Bluegill. I will choose Frostwolf, although I have so many 5s. And Druid of the Claw or Starfire. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 5s, 8 late game cards, but the Druid of the Claw is really, really good. So is Starfire, but the Druid is really good. But this is one of those cases where mana cost, like there are so many things I want to do on turn 5 that I should get something that is better than a play on turn 5 and just cost 1 more mana. Spiteful Smith or the Frostal Warlord. His deck's rather late game, so the Frostal Warlord has some serious risk of not actually getting buffed. But I think I take the more consistent card. There's a Savage Roar in here, but there's so many late game cards I doubt I'm gonna hit stuff with Savage Roar. Nah. Ancient Brew. It's a 4-drop. I've got enough late game and I don't need bad late game. So I guess I'll take the early game, which is better when in an early game deck, but whatever. Spellbreaker. Oh my gosh, another Druid of the Claw. Well, actually, only the second one since I skipped the first one. Whoa. Is it Wisp here? Or is it Young Dragonhawk? It's probably a Wisp. Cool. 1, 3, 2 drops. Direwolf Alpha has synergy with Wisp, right? That's silly. Oasis Snapjaw is a possibility. I only have 3 2-drops. The Wrath is a 4th 2-drop. The Argent Squire kind of counts. The Wisp doesn't count. The Moonfire kind of counts. On 4, I will be playing 1 of 4 cards. It's somewhat reasonable. Elven Archer isn't outrageous either. They'll probably go Wolf. This is not that obvious. Oh, nice. Another Keeper. Okay. This draft is kind of an extreme. It's got some really good cards, and it's got some cards that aren't so good. I think the really good cards outweigh the really bad cards, though. So on 2, I've got Youthful, 2 Mad Bomber, Direwolf Alpha, which I can play as a 2/2 on turn 2, though I will be reluctant to do so. But with the hero ability I have, it's more okay, since we can trade with a 2/3. I've got the Wrath, the Moonfire plus hero ability, so that's 6. You can throw in the Argent Squire and a Wisp in there, and that's kind of fun. Light on 3 drops, 4 drops. I got some really good quality. Double Keeper of the Grove, a swipe. 5 drops, some amazing stuff in here. No super late game trees. I mean, there's that tree, of course, which is great. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5+ drops. And Innervate, sometimes we'll get something good to start. I do think this is a good arena. Like, people are gonna say it's bad because there's Wisp and Moonfire, but maybe they'll do work. So my prediction for this arena is a nice solid 9 wins.
Let the hunt begin. I must protect the wild.
Oh, that's a pretty good hand. The Mad Bomber has anti-synergy with the Argent Squire. Perhaps I toss you back. I would find it very difficult to find a time to play it with this start. What?
The light protects me.
Alright.
I fight.
That would be so good if it were a 3-2 instead. Direwolf, smack that.
Locked and loaded. I must safeguard.
Oh man. The tempo.
I fight.
Look at that synergy with Frostwolf Warlord. Look at that Mad Bomber.
Feel nature's wrath.
I fight.
For the wild.
Man, the doggy nightmare.
Bring me steel. Bring me steel.
That wasn't very random. I think I will be clearing. I've traded almost everything here. So I'll have a wolf remaining. The alternative is to use a Druid of the Claw and charge, and then only trade this. Alright, that's probably better. Gotta keep my Wisp. I'm only half joking.
Feel nature's wrath.
I fight.
I wonder if some part of me is overvaluing the Wisp just because of the novelty of having a Wisp on the board. It's possible. Oh my gosh. Oh, no doggy. There's one small part of me actively sabotaging. Well, alright, Wisp, get in there.
Get in there and fight, maggot! The frost wolves stand ready.
No real reason to go for the 4-3. Well, yes, he heals the 2-2 for free.
I fight.
That order.
Suffer my wrath!
So I can actually play Bomber. Alright.
Wanna blow something up?
Wow.
Where shall I strike?
That Bomber was aiming while he was on the sidelines.
Well fought. So play. Your soul shall be mine. I must protect the wild.
Alright, I got a Wolf, a Brewmaster. It's not a great start, but I mean, I could keep the 2. There's very few 3s in this deck, so I'll go 2-4. Though this 2 is not great.
Job done.
The light protects me.
For the wild.
The light protects
And
me.
I'll start plucking away at this school.
For the wild.
Whoa! Nice straw.
I must safeguard the light.
Wow, what a champion Origin Squire. Oh my gosh.
X marks the spot.
Just play on curve. No need to clear that guy.
Feel nature's wrath.
Oh, I almost ended the turn. Nice. Not really. I should have put the Wisp in the middle as a small note. Because of dire alfalfa. Whatever.
Your magic shall not save you.
Ah, he fell for the Wisp trap. Well, there's no trades that are very favorable for me here. I mean, I can do this and breed this back. It's kind of nice.
What?
I think playing a bomber first might be useful. No. No. There's no point. The 4-3 is always going to the 4-4. Not always, but most of the time. It would go into the 5-4 if I had it. You could also just play Commando. And alright, I'll do that.
What?
No, because... Alright, fine. That was the plan initially. There's so many things that are just a little bit away from not working. Wisp did set this up, so I'll follow through on the plan. In the case that this attacks this, which is an excellent attack for him, I can always hero ability, and it's alright. Okay. 4-2 into 4-3. Play the dire alfalfa allows that to trade into that while surviving, and perhaps I get some bomber action going. No, I'll just nourish your cards.
Feel nature's wrath.
You could attempt the bomb. I mean, in the case of a miss, I've got the hero ability. This is probably better for curve, though.
Where shall I strike? Feel nature's wrath. Job's done.
For the king!
Sunwalker, Raging Worgen should provide good value. And I'll go for the face since I have a Sunwalker.
Ready for action!
Okay, this turn will be huge. There's a lot of variables at work here. The simplest is attack, starfire, attack, attack, attack. Wait, do I win? No. Innervate out of Frostal Warlord to go with it. There's some bomber chancy type things I can do, but
Justice shall prevail.
I'll pass up on that. And actually, Ancient Brewmastering on a 4-1 Sunwalker is pretty good also.
Put it on your tab.
Silvermoon shall not fall.
Just me and Mr. Bitey.
Meet you. Well,
shall bring victory.
I must protect the wild.
Okay, so I've got the 3-drop, but the 3-drop isn't very good by itself, so I'm gonna just get rid of all of it to try to get a 2-drop. Oh my gosh. He's gonna be rushed down here. Here we go.
Nature will rise against you.
What a beastly start.
I hope you like my invention.
For the wild.
I fight.
Don't mess with Tusker.
It's nice that there are 1/1s coming out since I did not have any early game plays.
For the wild.
I fight.
Probably coin Stormpike.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
That's better.
I must safeguard the land.
I fight.
Healed him himself instead of the 3/3 Tisk Tisk. Alright. I'll want to spell break that and probably kill this with that. That's pretty good value.
Fight, maggot.
I fight.
Your magic shall not save you.
The cards are all appropriate. And I was thinking about using the coin to get something else out, but Spellbreaker was better than either of these in this instance.
You call that a weapon? Drink with me, friend.
Trying to get value out of the Harvest Golem. Alright, sure. I'll coin Ancient of Lore. And trade. Ancient of Lore. Backbreaking.
Sever my wrath.
Oh, crap. Didn't realize I had the possibility of doing Moonfire. I could have Moonfired. No, that wouldn't be worth it. Gotta get value out of my Moonfire. Don't want to play Mad Bomber. Friendly fire.
For the wild.
Snake must be removed. I have just the job. I have just the cards for it. Bam!
How you doing?
I fight.
Build your own fire elemental. Out of 2 cards, which costs 2 more mana. And has 5 less stats. Boy, if you just mind vision that swipe, he'll be pretty sad that he decided to attack first. Nourish, alright. Draws into Shadow Word Death. Pretty good.
I fight.
I'll be saving my Nourish until I play out most of these cards. They're all fairly good for the situation.
Not too quickly.
Alright, good time to Nourish. Out of good options. And Frostwolf is a 6/6. Not quite. My other choices are a 4/6, which is bad, or a 4/6 without taunt, or a 4/4 charge.
Where shall I strike? Another round?
Taking Druid the Claw might have been better. Can charge it into the 5-4, 7-7 into 4-6. But this way he does have the bigger guy. All I need to do is successfully hit him with one bomb. Because that's 4, 8, 9.
Wanna blow something up?
Okay, I better swing with that now. Go, bomber! Actually, I should swipe him first because that's a decreased chance of bombing the 7-1. I would actually not mind bombing the 7-1.
Wanna blow something up?
Nice, got it. Oh my gosh. Alright, bombers, you did it.
For the wild.
Close enough. Good enough. That 4 mana, 1 damage.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
And we'll play this alpha on turn 2. Not the best play, but as a druid you can get away with it. As any class which deals 1 damage. And even sometimes when you're not. I actually have the Wrath to follow up whatever he plays to contest the wolf, but I might... Oh, interesting. There's some value to holding this Wrath. It's a 1-1 for the Violet teacher. But probably better to have a 2-2 on the board. Alright. This 2-2 itself isn't that incredible, but it will, when comboed with the hero ability, take down a 3-3. Keeps the tempo. Ugh. I don't want to give him any of these. That's a really good time for him to have played Mirror Entity, if it is that. There are no cards that are good to play. Oh, thank goodness. Vaporizing a wolf. Okay. You can have it. Play this card since it's very difficult to play a card next turn.
Pay attention, class.
Otherwise. Play the Sunwalker next.
Truth is my shield.
I'm going to really want to spell break the 5-1 since it's basically Magma Rager right now. And Magma Rager really wants to hit a minion before it gets fire blasted.
Your magic shall not save you.
Another round. For the wild.
He's like preparing the Flame Strike. It's like he can't wait to cast it. Whatever. I'm playing around MC Tech. And to an extent Flame Strike. And just kills the Divine Shield up. It's more of an anti-MC Tech play.
Pay attention, class.
I am ready to learn.
Alright, time for my first student soon.
I am ready to learn.
Okay. Oh, I'm frozen. Oh, a Moonfire. Could send the 3-1 into the 3-5, and then... Well, the good news is by fire blasting this instead of this, he's not representing Flame Strike. It's kind of good news. Alright. If that gets fire blasted, my other guys can't get fire blasted.
To learn. I am ready to learn. Justice shall prevail.
Instruction begins.
And
The
alright.
light protects me.
Nourish is huge. Extra fuel. For late game.
I shall do
These
as
cards
you
were not
say.
very useful.
I shall do as you
I
say.
fight.
I could keep her his face, but I'm going to play it safer.
For the wild.
This battle cry of dealing 2 damage is too useful to use on the face even though he's low. Does kind of threaten lethal, but I'm sure he's got some way to get out of it. Very close to lethal here. In fact, that's fancy.
Where shall I strike?
Drink with me, friend.
Alright, suppose it's Ice Barrier for 8 armor. That would mean that he's at 11. So I still win by attacking him all out.
I shall do as you say.
That's 4, 5, 10.
I fight.
For the wild.
The reason to make sure is, since if it were Ice Block, I would want to Starfire a minion instead.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild. Job done.
Drink with me, friend. Challenge accepted.
For the wild.
It's a slow start from him, but I didn't have a turn 3 follow-up, in the case that he's just Fire Blasting. Ooh.
Wanna blow something up?
For the wild.
Get that to 1 health. His best play would be like Arcane Intellect and trade, I guess. Or heck, even just trade and Fire Blast. Because he's a mage. Mage is gonna do 1 damage.
Someone called for the doctor.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Wow. That combo. I could swipe here, and that does get rid of his stuff, but I think better is to swipe Innervate. Does get rid of all his stuff. And then I have a 5 play next turn. Alright, fine. It's like, I want to get even more value out of Swipe. That's good enough. I also want to get more value out of Innervate, but that is also good enough.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
They all bend to my command. Someday I'll be just like you.
Ouch. Alright, he treated this as if it had taunt last turn. No reason he would change. Whatever.
For the wild.
And that's 4, 6, 9 damage. I
For the
could
wild.
make it 12 on myself, putting me down to 9. Oh, that's a bit too tough. This may just put too much pressure on me with the Silverhand Knight, and then being able to answer my plays afterwards. Yeah, way to go, Wisp. You took that Flame Strike. What?
Truth is my shield.
For the wild.
Nice thing is, even with the Fire Blast, he currently isn't
Give
set
me a
up to take
quest.
care of this Sunwalker elegantly. That's very good for me. We'll have to double trade.
Time runs out on me.
Well, I have a tough choice: to kill the Demolisher or to kill the Questing Adventurer. They're both fairly significant threats. Fortunately, I can handle both.
I must safeguard the land. Where shall I stray?
Oh man, I might actually come back.
For the crusade!
May my ancestors watch over.
Whoops.
What? Did he miss? Or does he have a more nefarious plan? I'm not sure. Anyways, looks like it's going to be hero ability plus hero wrath for draw a card. No need for nourish since... oh, Ardent Squire. Random addition. That's fine.
Nature's wrath. For the wild.
Out of Pyroblast range. Okay, here we go.
Whoops.
What? I'd be less thrown off if he didn't whoops after each one of those. Okay. 7, 11, 12.
Fight, maggot.
I fight.
Maybe he wanted me to hero ability the 2/7 so that I would be in Pyroblast range. No, that's too crazy. 7, 8, 13, 14. Oh my gosh, it's Moonfire lethal! Sick.
For the wild.
I fight.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
Interesting. I think I just innervate out Violet Teacher on turn 1 here. It is a 3/5 against a 1/3. If I get Frostbolt, then he'll trade 2 for 2.5. Alternate plays. Coin out a Mad Bomber to innervate Violet Teacher.
I wonder.
The pro of that play is... not really. And in some crazy greed world, I can play a Violet Teacher and then innervate Coin, and then do something, but that doesn't seem very likely. Alright, just play it for a 3/5. Strong against
Pay attention,
Mana Word,
class.
is the theory. Okay.
Wanna blow something up?
I got a good 4, 5, 6, 7.
For the wild.
That is almost certainly going to be my next 4 turns.
I'll put it on your head.
Though against a 4/5, I would not want to play Azure Drake, but I might not have any choice. That's gonna make Wrath or Swipe the more likely turn 6 play.
Are you ready for this?
Swipe Wrath, actually. Cobra. Looks like Stormpike Commando hero ability. What looked like an obvious 4, 5, 6, 7. The terrain of the board always changes.
For the wild.
Time runs out on me.
Alright, 3/5 is mana efficient. Next turn I can play Spellbreaker on Mercenary, or you just play Starfire. Oh wow, double draw Acolyte. This turns out to be surprisingly good. Not only does it silence the ice, it also silences the minion. And I'll choose not to overcommit.
For the wild.
This is good enough for Flame Strike. Alright, 1, 3, 9.
The light protects me.
I did that in the wrong order. I got a Wisp. Oh man, that's a star crew there. Do I want to hold it in case of Flame Strike? This is a pretty terrible board to Flame Strike. Get in there.
I've got a huge.
Huge mistake, he didn't kill the Wisp instead of the sheep. Do I want to put that in bear form or in charge form? Bear gets around Flame Strike, and he only has 1 card left. I don't feel like I'm in a rush.
The frost wolves stand ready.
Kill it with the Moonfire Wisp combo or with the Moonfire Argent Scar combo? That one. Alright, Organ or Hero ability? Hero ability. Doesn't really matter at this point. I wonder what that last card is. Probably Pyroblast or something.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
Turn 3 Innervate the Druid, turn 4 Keeper. Pretty standard of a constructed deck. A little bit. Innervate out the Teacher. But then what do I do on turn 3?
Someday I'll be
Oh, that's
just
an
like
easy
you.
Innervate Keeper. Or Bomber. No.
I must safeguard them.
The Druid's SI7 agent. Wow. Okay, so he coin apprenticed and didn't have a turn 2 follow-up play. I would hope he would have a turn 3 follow-up play, which would mean the Wisp might be able to slide in there without getting fire blasted. I'd rather play a 3-drop, but sometimes all you have is Wisp.
Pay attention, class.
The good news is with a hand which doesn't play anything on turn 2 or 3. I mean, I would be amazed if Wisp bought me a turn. I'll see if there's any cards in his hand that cost 2 or 3 from like over here. I doubt it. Quite strongly. But you never know. 6/6 for the Warlord this early. It's far better than I could have imagined.
The frost wolves stand ready. Nature's
Instruction
wrath.
begins.
I'll put it on your tab.
It's slow. Six, 9, 13. Has he used the coin yet? Yes, he coined out Apprentice, turn 1.
Where shall I strike?
Instruction begins.
Figured I wouldn't win on this turn. Let's see, so 11... No, I could still win. In fact, it's pretty likely. Hooray, I win. Wow, the flexibility of Druid of the Claw. Alright.